Have you ever noticed that sitcom wardrobes are basically time capsules? Even when a show isn't trying to make a big statement, the clothes always do. They whisper, and sometimes shout, clues about cultural values, economic realities, and the ever-changing tides of style. Every outfit tells a story. So let us take a guided tour through sitcom fashion across the decades and see what those choices reveal about the eras that shaped them. Let's start in the 1950s, the era of domestic ideals and post-war optimism. Think of the crisp shirtwaist dresses worn by characters like Lucy Ricardo. They signaled the idealized homemaker image that was so prevalent in post-war America. For men, neat suits and ties reflected stability and a return to traditional roles. Wardrobes from shows like I Love Lucy and Father Knows Best reinforced a cultural script that was polished, cheerful, and reassuringly conventional. Then came the 1960s, bringing youth culture, color, and a gentle dose of counterculture. Shift dresses and bold geometric prints mirrored the rise of youth-driven fashion. Menswear became more casual, with turtlenecks, cardigans, and slimmer cuts hinting at a loosening of formality. Even the playful costumes on shows like Bewitched or Gilligan's Island reflected the era's experimentation and desire for escapism. Sitcoms didn't go full hippie, but they definitely embraced color, whimsy, and a little touch of rebellion. The 1970s ushered in earth tones, individualism, and social change. You can't talk about the 70s without mentioning wide collars and flared pants, which captured the decade's love for drama and movement. Earthy palettes of brown, orange, and green echoed a growing environmental awareness and bohemian influences. Crucially, fashion started reflecting social issues. Mary Richards' professional attire on The Mary Tyler Moore Show was a huge signal of women's expanding roles in the workplace. Fashion became a tool for expressing independence and a new sense of identity. Next up, the 1980s, power dressing and pop culture flash. Shoulder pads and structured silhouettes became the uniform of ambition and upward mobility. Think of the power suits on designing women or even the bold looks on the Golden Girls. Bright, neon colors and bold patterns perfectly reflected the larger-than-life exuberance of the MTV era. We also started seeing designer labels creep into sitcom wardrobes, mirroring the decade's consumerism. Wardrobes were loud, confident, and unapologetically expressive. The 1990s brought a pivot to casual cool and anti-fashion. Flannel, denim, and oversized layers channeled the grunge and minimalist aesthetics of the time. This was the decade of Friends and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where everyday clothes became cultural touchstones. Athleisure and streetwear signaled a massive shift toward comfort and authenticity. The style was all about mix-and-match individuality, reflecting the decade's embrace of personal expression over runway trends. The 2000s saw trend cycles speed up dramatically. Low-rise jeans, layered tank tops, and velour tracksuits captured the era's fast fashion influence. It was all about colorful accessories, statement belts, and a playful, experimental spirit. Wardrobes were heavily shaped by celebrity culture, and you could see how TV and tabloid style were starting to merge. Sitcom characters basically dressed like the mall mannequins of the time, because that's exactly where the trends lived. Which brings us to the 2010s and today, an era defined by authenticity and character-driven style. Modern sitcom wardrobes are tailored more to a character's specific personality rather than just following a fleeting trend. We see more inclusive sizing and representation, mirroring broader cultural conversations. And of course, there are subtle nods to nostalgia like 90s style jeans or 70s prints, showing just how cyclical fashion has become. Shows like Schitt's Creek or Insecure use clothing as a powerful storytelling tool, not just a style snapshot. So, why does all this matter? Because fashion in sitcoms isn't just decoration. It's a visual shorthand for cultural values, economic realities, and generational shifts. It helps us understand not only the characters we love, but also the times that shape them. The next time you're binging a classic sitcom, pay attention to the clothes. You might be surprised at the stories they tell. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this trip through TV fashion history, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content. See you next time.